Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us for today's episode of Canal Days. And as always, I'm your host, Carrie, along with my co-host, founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Como. Our Canal Days series delves into the vast collection of historical sites throughout Massachusetts with Robert's expertise as our personal guide. Each episode, we uncover history throughout local communities with historic houses, meaningful monuments, preeminent pivotal pioneers, and remarkable remaining remnants, all while uncovering their seminal significance. Today's episode of Canal Days, we will be learning about the Prospect Hill, located in South Hadley, Massachusetts, and just going over its location and some of the uses of the hill. So, Robert, clarify where exactly Prospect Hill is located within South Hadley.
Well, I'll tell you where it's not. It's not the hill where 116, the highway, is that leads up to the center of South Hadley. That's called Sandy Hill. But inwards towards the east, behind most of the buildings on the campus of Mount College, are uprises and forms what is called Prospect Hill. That is a great place in which to view the South Hadley, the Mount Holyoke and Mount Time ranges. And we're going to talk about what it was used for in the past and nowadays, but it's still a popular place to go up to, except it's not bare anymore. It has lots of trees on it. So it's the hill in the very back. It's higher than Sandy Hill by about maybe 200 feet or so, and easy to find. Just go on any of the side streets, Morgan Street, and so forth, and you can park and get right in there.
And you summarize some of the characteristics of the hill in the past?
All right. It's been used for views of the greater landscape around it. So towards the west, you get nice views of the Mount Holyoke Range, the Mount Time Range. And that's because there was no trees in the way. So 200 years ago, when Mount College was about to form, it took over farmland, built a chapel and classroom, dormitory. You had a seminary going, and you had a hill back, and the hills were also without trees because it was used as farmlands too. You could farm up in the hill, and that was done, and that's why it was there. So there was a gazebo on top for people to stay up there and get great views. In the other direction towards the east, you would have had views of more of the Mount Holyoke Ranges going into Granby, so forth. And towards the south, you might have had views of the Springfield area. And so it was used for views and for walking around. Students would go up there to study, wasn't allowed to.
And don't worry, we'll be right back after a quick announcement. Are you fascinated by local history and eager to explore the obscure treasures off the beaten path throughout the state of Massachusetts? Or maybe just seeking an unforgettable cultural activity for family and friends to enjoy? Look no further than Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, founded by Robert Como. With over a decade of experience, Robert offers captivating tours and presentations of historic sites and landmarks throughout the state. Whether you're interested in canals, cemeteries, charming churches, and more, Robert's tours provide a unique and enriching experience for all. And that's not it. You can also schedule private tours tailored to your interests, ensuring a personalized adventure and unforgettable memories. Perfect for families and groups of all sizes, making for an exciting hands-on learning experience that brings history to life. Simply visit holyokecanaltour.org or email bobcat4214, capital B, @yahoo.com to book your private tour today. Getting back to our podcast, can you define the main attributes of the hill today?
It has hiking trails up to it from almost all sides. So one from the dormitory area going up, and it going up to the area where the former gazebo is. But now it has South Hadley's water tank is up there. It's one of 3 water tanks in South Hadley, and this one would serve during emergencies the students of Mount Hood College. And also up there, besides hiking trails, there are a few places where you can get views, especially when you go up the western flank, because they cut down all the trees and they mow the lawn, and so it's very nice views up that side. But mostly it's for hiking trail reasons.
Can you detail what one may discover along the hill?
Alright, nowadays if you go up there, they've marked out with blazes different trails that you can take up. And they do that so you can get a greater variety of trails to take. There's one that goes up to the very top and then down towards Morgan Street. There's another one that goes up from the lower lake area of the campus, right behind one of the dorms. And it's a little steep in the beginning, but you can get up there that way. And there's one from the back side of the campus upwards. And they're all blazed, so you can find your way around very easily and take different trails and different loops as you go up there. And of course, it's going to be quite gorgeous up there in terms of seeing the autumn leaves or the spring blossoms coming out. And that's one of the nicest things. And you can get peaks of the mountain ranges, but I would say the best thing to do is go up from the eastern flank and where the grass hill is very green around trees, and you can get great views there. And then the rest for exercise reason, and you shouldn't be able to get lost because there's places on these trees. So I hope you have a good time up there, and if it's for study reasons, that's great. I wish Mount Hood College would rebuild the gazebo and take a few trees down, so at least one side of the top of the hill has great views, and that would be a great addition. One addition they have done is made maps of the hiking trails around different points of campus, and this is one of the 3 hiking trails, this Prospect Hill hiking trail system, and you can follow along on those maps, which are available on the internet and are also available on posters around the campus.
Thank you for listening to Canal Days and our episode on the Prospect Hill in South Hadley, Massachusetts, and for joining us on our journey through the rich history of the Connecticut River Valley. We hope you enjoyed uncovering some of the hidden and overlooked marvels and their fascinating stories that shaped our past in the state of Massachusetts. A special thanks to Robert Camus, founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, for sharing his passion and expertise with us. Remember, you can find more information about Robert's tours, book private tours, and explore the Canal Days video and podcast series at holyokecanaltour.org. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes. Don't forget to keep exploring and discovering what is hidden in plain sight all around us. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to tune in to our next episode of Canal Days and log on to holyokecanaltour.org. Until next time.